All right. Hi, we're here with Lauren Jones from Team USA. So the Team USA 24-hour team. So everybody knows we're trying to raise money to send them to Albi, France this October for the World Championships. So hi, Laura. Thank you for joining me.
Hi, thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
No problem. I think I said Lauren. um, so let's get started. Can you tell me like your background real quick for anybody who might not know who you are?
Yeah, like running or like life
Yeah,
or
yeah.
all of
Well, where
this.
where are you
Okay.
from? Where's
So I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. And so I run a lot of like the time on the streets around the house. The weekends. I'm not too far from like the North Georgia mountains, the Appalachian
okay.
Trail, and all that kind of stuff. So it's like an hour and a half away or so. So it's easy enough to get up to some big mountains and stuff. I've been running ultras roughly like 10 years now. Um, have only recently ventured into like the flat fast kind of scene, just
Yeah.
as like a new fun challenge.
All right.
So it's been kind of fun, but like I just finished the Tahoe 200, which is an entirely different format than like the the track at Desert Solstice and the 24-hour route. But it's just fun to kind of experiment around and see what you can do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see your ultra sign up. You do have a little bit of everything, which a lot of times we see runners, especially at your level, that they have a specialty and that's pretty much all they focus on, at least for a long time. And you've, like you said, you just did Tahoe, you've done Cocodona, Western States, Leadville. So you've definitely hit those mountain races. And then so you only recently got into the timed ones. What drew you to the short loop runs?
I'm not entirely sure. It's just like a lot of, you just kind of see stuff happening around the world, and I see all these like fast times being put down, and I was just really curious. I finally did. I ran a sub 20-hour trail 100 at Coldwater Rumble a couple years ago, and that was the first time I came close to a time like that at all. And then it just kind of made me curious, like, okay, if you take the mountains and like the deep sand and like all that stuff out of it,
Yeah.
like what could I run? And then as you get older and stuff like that, you just want to like see what you can
Just,
do before like your
yeah.
fitness goes away and stuff like
Oh,
that.
tell me about it.
So I signed up for Jackpot, the 100 miler, which my coach had run a couple times, and she said it was a great course to like go and
Um,
try that.
who's your coach, if you don't mind? Or
Nicole Monette,
okay,
she's run some of like I think probably the second fastest 100 mile times in the country.
wow,
She's very fast.
good for
She's like a,
her.
yeah, she's a flat fast specialist for sure.
Yep.
But she suggested that, which I went and did, and had a great result there. Went under 15 hours, which I did not expect to do at all. Qualified to get into Desert Solstice there. And just like had a lot more fun, I think, than I thought I would. Like I was curious to see what I could run
Hmm.
before like I get older and all that kind of stuff. And then I like also had a good time while I did it. So it was like kind of fun to like venture into this new world. And it would seem very obvious that there's a whole culture of people that run these flat fast races,
Right.
and they all knew each other. Everybody's chatting. You're with everybody that's the whole time, like you're sharing the exact same course the whole time. So everybody's really chatty and really
Yep.
friendly and
That's
really
see,
fun.
I've always enjoyed my first 100 was at the Stinger.
Oh,
So
nice. Yeah.
I used to work with Pete Kostilnik, so I was
Yeah.
doing a lot of the short loop and the you say flat fast, but mine are flat medium. So but yeah, the chatting is my best times are always in races where I don't know anybody because when you go to the ones where you know everybody, I tend to chat a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Yeah.
it is fun to see if you really want to see your performance and see what you can get out of yourself to take everything, all the
Yeah.
other elements out. So I definitely like that, and I like that you don't have to carry anything. So
Oh my gosh, it's so nice. Yeah. After running Tahoe a couple weeks ago, my pack was so heavy. I had like 3.5 liters of water and like all
oh
the
wow,
required gear. I couldn't wait to get back to, because I knew after that race, after Tahoe was done, I was coming back and getting into this training block for Worlds. And so I was like, I can't wait to run without a pack all summer long. It's gonna be great.
yeah,
There was
I
something
I
nice about that.
I completely agree. That's one of the things that kind of deters me from those races is just I don't want to carry anything. So
It's heavy. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you ran Jackpot, was a goal to get into Desert Solstice, or was it just to see what you could do?
It was both. It was like mainly to see what I could do with like the stretch goal of like, could I qualify for solstice? Like after I decided to try a flat fast 100, like paved 100, then I found out about the whole 24-hour format and desert solstice that you have to
Mhm.
qualify, and it's this whole thing and the team and everything. It's like, well, that would be really cool. I was like, but that seems like I don't know,
Right.
like a stretch having not ever done this. So my main thing was just to see like what I could do. And I was hoping for like a 16-hour kind of time, something like that, 16, 17. Did like blew that out of the water and just like felt so much better than I thought I would.
That's
Ended
awesome.
up like a way better time, qualified for solstice. Which then that's a whole nother thing. Like just to run 100 miler on the concrete was one thing. It
Gotta
was
do it
really
for
cool
24
to,
hours.
and then do it for 24 hours. But it was really cool to run 100 miles and then be in bed by like 10 p.m.
Right?
That was also a
Yeah, I
new
don't know that
experience.
experience, so super jealous, but that's awesome. So what was the difference, the experience going to Desert Solstice and you're amongst like the best of the best 24-hour people?
It was like so intimidating. I just felt like this little like person that didn't belong there. So just like to walk onto this track that had the hookah banners and all the Air stuff, and like you're seeing like some of the best of the best. I just definitely felt like I didn't belong.
Little
Um,
imposter syndrome.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. But also like really excited to see what I could do. And I was like trying not to get overwhelmed with like the stars and like the everybody that was there, and like the enormity of like what this event really is. And I was just trying to like focus on like, okay, you just put blinders on, you just have to like run your race. I was like,
mhm.
I don't have to win, I don't have to do anything. I just have to run well enough to be like number 6 on the team, like that's it. And so it was just like just do what you can and see if you can do it. I'd never done anything like this, a 24-hour race, let alone 24 hours on a track. So I was really just trying to like stay focused on what the goal was and like be calm, and like the big thing for me was just I just kept repeating like I don't have to win. Like you don't have to win. You don't even have to be on the
Take the
podium. Like
pressure
you just
off.
need to like yeah, you just need to like do well enough to make it because there's 6 spots on the team. And so I was just like just do well enough to make one of those spots is all. So it just helped kind of relax and be calm.
So were you paying attention to your position during the race, or were you just going and
Mainly just going. They had a screen like that you could see on every
Mhm.
lap. It was like in the sunshine, it was like hard to like
Yep.
see really. And then you kind of
Everybody
had to
slows
like
down to try to
pause.
peer, and then she's
Yeah, you had to like pause a little. And I was like, I don't know if that's worth it. And I was like, we have so long to go. Like, I didn't know if it was really worth paying attention. So I didn't pay much attention early on, more so just like looking at my watch and like watching what my
Mhm.
pace, like my average pace and stuff like that was, and
Just
just
note.
keeping track
Yeah.
of knowing like because I knew like what the pace needed to be to do the thing that I wanted to do. And so that was more of like what I was paying attention to.
Yep. Yep. Like you said, run your own race. Because was there any anybody there that particularly, inspired you, or you looked up to, or you were most, you know, nervous about, perhaps? Or
It was like a little bit of everybody. I mean, Scott Trayer's there, who's done incredibly well at these. Megan Eckert is just like such a great runner,
oh, and
and
she's
she
such
was
a nice
there.
person.
Yeah. And she ran Jackpot the same year I did. And so it was like good to see her again, and then race her. Marissa Lizack was running, and she's like one of the best who's ever done
Yeah,
24
she's
hours.
she's a legend.
Yeah, Pam Smith was there. Like it's just like, the names just go on and on and
Yep,
on and on.
that's
Like they were
awesome.
all I was just like amazed by who I was like getting to run with.
And
So it
knowing
was
it's
just
all live streamed too, so everybody at home
yeah,
can watch you.
yeah. There's cameras everywhere, so you're like, oh gosh, like are people watching every little thing?
Yeah,
Um,
I usually have it on.
yeah.
So,
It's
but
fun.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
fun to watch for sure. But it was fun to like, okay, well, sometimes the cameras kind of keep you honest. You're like, okay, well, maybe people are watching. Maybe I need to like not be weak right now and like keep
Oh yeah, there you
going.
go. Because yeah,
So,
people are looking up to you as well now. So,
oh well.
yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So, how did it feel when you hit those numbers?
Unbelievable. Like I felt really good for the first 100 miles. which sounds really silly. But fueling and like the temperatures, the lack of humidity is so nice out there for, coming from the southeast,
Yes, coming from
going
the
out
yeah,
west
on the
and
East
there's no
Coast.
humidity. It's so nice. And so that all felt really good and that all went as expected. It was like deeper into like the 110, 120 miles. I started to kind of have like a lull. You start to get tired, it's the middle of the night. You've already run 100 whatever miles. But I hit like 100 miles. I actually hit faster than when I ran at Jackpot, which I thought was a little like just a couple minutes. Like it wasn't much
Right,
faster,
but
but it was like
still,
a
it's a new
little
PR.
faster. Yeah, on the way to like a 24-hour race. So it felt good to have that. There's like always a boost there when you hit like a little milestone during it. Like 50 miles felt great and
Yep.
100 miles felt great. And then I had like a lull. I had like a really long lull, where I just couldn't hit the pace. I had this whole shoe debacle before the race started. Like the day or two before the race, I found out that all the shoes I brought from Georgia were illegal
Oh
according to
no,
USATF
really?
standards. And so I couldn't wear any of the shoes that I had because the stack height was too high.
Yeah. So are you in Hoka's?
No, I had some Asics, the
Oh,
Super
and they've got the
Blast.
high ones. 'Cause I know the Hoka's have,
Yeah,
there was the issue with Raj.
right, right.
But
Yeah. So I had to go find like brand new shoes in Phoenix like the day before the race. So I was wearing shoes I'd never worn before. So my feet were like torn up. And so like 120 or so miles in, I start
yeah.
feeling blisters pop as I'm like running and this and that. So we decided to like pause on one of the laps and I took my shoes off and looked at my feet and I was like, oh yeah, they're torn up. So we just like put my socks back on, put
We're not
shoes
looking
back
at
on.
those
I was like, we're
again.
not looking, there's nothing we can do about it, just like keep going.
Well, it's good
But
you
I
found out before the race started and not.
yes. Oh my gosh, yeah. I would be devastated. Like Raj, that's like a horrible
Yeah, it was
story.
very, very sad.
So I was really grateful to find out beforehand for sure. Yeah, I had like a lull, and then the sun starts coming up. You start getting like towards the end of the race. I remember the clock ticking down and having only 2 hours left. Just suddenly felt like a digestible like time that you had left. And then I started to get like a second, third, fourth, whatever wind it was, whatever wind I was on at that point. It was the 18th wind, and it started to like pick up the pace a bit. Um, so I'd fallen back behind quite a bit, and then I got frustrated with myself, like, no, like you came here to do this. Like you don't want to have to run another 22 hours in another day to get as far as you've come. Like, just get out there and like do what you came for.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, and
and so
last
like,
year it was very competitive at that because often
yeah,
you'll see when you get into those final hours, there might be two or three people left on the track.
yeah,
And last year's Desert Solstice was everybody was still there.
it was
It was
crazy. Everybody was
there,
still
yeah.
there. In fact, a friend of mine sent me a screenshot about an hour in the race left, like 1 hour left, the top four girls. So like Stephanie, myself, Meg, and Marissa, we were all in the same lap, not
Oh
just the same
wow.
mile, but the same lap.
Wow.
So we were all just like neck and neck. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, no, it was a
So
really good race last year.
it was cool. It was really fun. And so then you find that out, and like people are, as it gets closer to the end, like crews are kind of feeding you information and telling you where you are and this and that. And so you kind of get a little fired up, and like it's a digestible like time left that you can kind of like come back and have a like another go at it. So like the last hour and a half or so, I kind of surged and made up some spots. I'd fallen to like third or fourth lady, um, and I don't know what overall, but then I like kind of climbed my way back up and got back up there. I couldn't quite pick off. I was like a lap behind Dawn, and I think like 2 or 3 laps behind Stephanie at the end, but had made
But
up
it
some
was
distance.
it was more than enough. So
Yeah.
that's amazing. Congrats. Do you typically have the same crew people who join you?
Yeah,
Uh,
it's pretty much always my husband is always there, and his brother Phil is usually always there. It's the two of them are the like standards.
oh, that's awesome. Now, how does it
So
work for Worlds? Do you guys bring crew or do they provide crew or how does that work?
you can bring crew, and they will also provide it for you too. So like,
Okay.
because it's expensive to get people over
Yeah.
there. And so like if you don't have people, they will provide crew.
Okay.
So I'm bringing my husband
Nice.
is the idea. So just to have him there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a big deal. Is there, do you have any major goals for at Worlds or?
Yeah, I mean it's all like it's like ABCD, don't DNF kind of thing. I guess you can't DNF a time race, but
Right? And that's the best part.
yeah, yeah. But ideally, I mean, I'd like to be as competitive as I can be. You're facing up some pretty tough people, but I'd like to do as well as I did at Solstice.
Hmm.
I'd love to do better than I did there. Maybe not have that little like in the middle there for 20, 30 miles. Like
And
in an
now that you've
ideal
done it
world,
already, then yeah.
yeah, you kind of get a little more experience in your belt. Um, so like in an ideal world, I'd like to put a few miles on what I did at Solstice, as like a stretch a goal, and then like a backup goal is like at least match what I did there. And then if not, just do the best I can for the
Yep.
day.
Help the team. Did you
Yeah.
find that, like, even though it was your first 24 hour, you'd done the long, multi days before that? Did you find that helped? Like with staying up all night and that sort of thing?
Yeah, for sure. It's like a learned skill, I think, to stay up at night and be awake. You still get tired, especially on a track. It just kind of gets really repetitive and really boring.
Yeah. Especially
Um,
when there's a lot of people on the track, it's not so bad. But yeah, when you get down to the final few people left out there, it can get kind of lonely.
yeah, it gets a little lonely, and you've seen the same scenery now for like all day long, and it definitely got boring. So I think the track in Albany will be more interesting because it's a 0.9 mile track
Hmm.
versus like a like high school like 400-meter track. So I think the twists and turns and like the route will be a little more interesting, which
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to. Um,
And it's multi-surface as well,
yeah,
um, with some gravel, some pave, so mix it up for your body. Have you done an international race before? Or will this be your first one?
this will be my first one.
It's
Yeah,
exciting.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's awesome. Um, are you going to stick with these, or is there other formats that are cool? I saw you did a backyard.
I did
How was that?
backyard. Yeah, I was like, actually, I'm wearing my shirt right now.
Oh, there you
Um,
go.
it was really fun. And it was a cool experience because Harvey Lewis was there,
Yeah,
so I got to like hang out and
he's
like
made
learn
Ohio
from the
backyard
best.
famous.
Yeah. It was really fun. I probably will try another one. It's like one of those things where the first time I did a multi-day race or multi-day effort, like didn't do great, got better at it. So I don't think I did as well as I could have by any means. It's just like learning the format, and it's just
Yeah.
it's a totally different format. There's not much room for error.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. You
you
don't
know,
get the chance to, if you need a nap, like say at Tahoe, you can take an hour break or something if you need
yeah,
to. You're
you
not, you're
can't do
not getting,
that.
you learn to cat nap. That's
Yeah,
the,
yeah. But I would like to, it's like a challenge, and so it'd be fun to like get better at it. So I'll probably definitely try another one. But I don't know, I like keeping things interesting, like I just did Tahoe, and also really like, I mean, what a beautiful course, what a beautiful place on earth.
right.
Like it's really cool to get to go to pretty places too and like see some really cool things. And like a track isn't nearly as pretty and
Track is
scenic.
for performance. Yes. The other ones are
Yeah.
for adventure.
Yeah. But then it's also really fun to go out and go run like for simply performance and like really see what you can do. Like I find it like it's all really fun. And just kind of keep it varied and keep it interesting for now.
That's awesome. Do you have any other standout races that from like favorite
Uh,
races you've done?
Cocodona was really fun. I'm actually
Yeah.
going back to it next year.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
How did you get in? Were you on Ultra Sign Up or did you get a special invite because it sold out in like what, 5 minutes?
Like immediately. Yeah. No, I'm not cool enough to get a special invite, but I was actually on a training run and paused it to like sign up when the registration opened. I didn't, and I was just gonna do that just to get out of the way because I had like a whole day planned and like whatever. I had no idea it was gonna end up being
Right. It was
the
great.
like
Like,
craziness that it was.
yeah.
And my phone was like pausing and like wouldn't like cycle through. Like I just had like this little circle thing going forever, and then it finally just loaded and said like confirmation, you're in.
Congrats.
And then I finished my run. I still had like another hour left in my run, finished it, and then later on looked and saw all the drama of like how crazy it was for everybody to get in. I was like, wow, I got really lucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, I just got really lucky. So I'm excited to go back there again. I had a really fun time there. I just want to see like that was my first. like multi-day race, and just, now that I've done that one, I did Tahoe, just like more experience in racing in general. Um, just kind of
No,
like
that yeah,
see what
that'd
I
be
can do.
everybody has nothing but good things to say about Cocodona. So
Yeah.
that's awesome that you'll get to go back. But yeah, it was I had actually logged on to Ultra Sign Up to sign up for a different race, not paying attention to like what time it was, and I couldn't get on. It was like crashed. I was
Oh
like,
wow.
what's going on? Then I realized I was like, I see all that. Yes, Cocodona crashed Ultra Sign Up.
Yeah. I had no idea that was gonna happen. It was crazy.
Yeah, everybody's they've added a new 100 miler option. So if people couldn't get in, they have there's other ways to be a part of Cocodona. So
Yeah, for
it's,
sure, for sure.
it's going to turn into like the place to be every
Yeah,
year.
it's gonna be like yeah, for sure. I think it has already kind of become that, and
Yep. Yeah, and
so
Airbyco puts
hopefully,
on great races. So
I mean, they do a great job. Yeah.
yeah, like I said, we're really excited for seeing what you guys can do at Worlds. It's an amazing team. Yeah, unfortunately, Meg Eckert's not going to be there, but Jenny
I
Hoffman is
know.
taking her place, and
Yeah, see the
you just
beast. Yeah.
yeah, we want to make sure everybody who wants to go goes. So everybody who's watching, go ahead to run sign up. We'll have links in the comments, and so you can sign up and help Lauren and her teammates, and hopefully get their crew there. Because they help you with crew. It's one thing, but have someone there that knows you. Do you know how the rules work for who wins? Like how the team? It's combined miles. Um,
Yeah. So the team, exactly right, is like combined miles. So they drop the three lowest. So there's 6 women and 6 men on the team. And so they drop the three lowest of each. So the top three performers for each team score points. It's basically like a point per mile kind of thing.
right.
So how many, so like the top three performers will score for the team, and then that's how they like compete and like compare the teams. So
And
uh,
are there any other separate individual awards?
there are individual awards as well as the team awards. So like if you were to podium, which that's like a Camille Heron thing. If you were to podium or whatever, you get your own individual award for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. So it just gives you, something to just follow her around, and I'm sure you'll do great. It's going to
Yeah.
be so much fun to watch you guys. But thank you so much. Anything else you want to leave? Is there any people can follow along, find you online?
Yeah, for sure. Mainly just like thank you. This is like a really cool thing and it's really appreciated. It's like definitely like a once in a lifetime kind of opportunity that's exciting, inexpensive. So it's really exciting to have some support and some help. But yeah, I'm on Instagram, Lauren runs for grilled cheese, little dots
I
between
love.
each word. And then that's the main place, and then I'm on Strava too. But
We can see
I'm
your
not
training.
like,
We can see what it takes to get onto Team
yeah,
USA.
yeah. So I'm not super social media savvy, so I don't have like YouTube or anything like that. But
Oh, that's
yeah.
okay.
But thank
But,
you.
all right. Thank you.
Thank you so
All right.
much.